Hi everyone, welcome back to Majora's Mask. So I've started out this segment in the field. I've already went and done the thing with the rupees. I've stocked up on chews and bombs. I'm going to need a lot of them in this segment. So first thing I'm going to do is go over here and kill all the dongles out here because I want to get my rupees back up to max, and obviously I can't really do that with the chests that I usually go to in Clock Town, so I'm going to go over here, which is a pretty good rupee source as well. So if I kill this one, okay, get him to stop first. Jeez, they do far too much damage. Right, let's just move him while he's dying. Okay, and if I head into this grotto over here, there's a couple more of the dongles that I'm going to kill, and this is going to bring me up to 200 rupees. Actually, it would give me more than that, but let me think. Right, I mean, the best way to do this is just to come round, hold out your shield, and just, it's going to take a while, but it's like the safest way, and I don't want to risk dying right now. Do not backflip when you get your shield out, even though you would think that it would still just like deflect the tail. Usually it manages to hit you if you do that. Okay, so that one's dead. Kill this guy as well. Oh, that was a close call. Grab this. Yeah, it's much easier to like not target the thing and just run around and then start holding Z like that. Because that way you're definitely going to hit the tail and you don't risk like hitting the main body, which you can't damage him if you do that, so should be the last one. Wasn't even counting, it just felt like it would be the last one. And I already got 200 rupees, but I guess I'll pick up this big rupee anyway, just because I don't want it to disappear without being picked up. And in this chest should be a heart piece, which is very convenient because that bleeping is going to get on my nerves really fast. Okay. So, now that I've got that taken care of, I want to head up to the mountains, so I'm going to set my cursor to Deku Palace and play the Song of Soren, and that's going to take me to Mountain Village. In part 3 of this series I did put a link in the description which shows where each cursor position will take you after you play the Song of Soren, so if you guys are wondering about that, just go and check out part 3 and look at the description of it. And that should answer any questions you might have. Right, so what I want to do here in the snow world is, let me think, I'm going to want that in a minute. Alright, I'm going to put on the Goron mask just for the sake of getting about here quicker. Not really too concerned about my magic, it's really easy to refill it, so I'm probably just going to move at full speed. It also means that I don't have to go across the bridges here, I can just go straight down and then get up on this one here. I'm just going to cancel it there so I don't go too out of control. So I'm going to learn the Goron's Lullaby, and you know, for this next little bit it's just going to seem like normal gameplay, but it's going to be kind of cool the fact that I'm learning this, because I'm not actually going to be playing it in this video at all. You might be thinking, well, so what? Maybe you're just not going to Dungeon 2, but I actually am going to Dungeon 2, but I'm still going to not play it. So yeah, this has got the same music as Goron City from Ocarina of Time, but with a stupid kid crying as well. So in order to start the sequence where you learn the Goron Lullaby, you have to talk to him. That's it, just those 2 text boxes. Let me actually just get there, because I'm going to have to get those Deku Sticks later. Right, so I'm glad I've got the map, because I can see like where the exit is and just head towards it. Now the reason that I got those 200 rupees in the field was because if you talk to this particular business scrub as a Goron, he'll give you an offer. You can see it right there, and he's going to give me the biggest bomb bag if you give him your bomb bag plus 200 rupees, so absolutely going to do that. This is the biggest bomb bag in the game. I can hold 40 bombs, which means, yeah, it does fill that up. Unfortunately it doesn't fill your chews up, but if I went back to the bomb shop, which I'm obviously not going to do, I could get another 10 now, which is going to be really useful because a lot of the glitches in this game do require explosives. But enough of that for now. I'm going to head back out here. And I actually need to go back to the Goron Shrine now. I should have probably played the Song of Soren and just walked back to Mountain Village again, but it doesn't really matter too much. I don't even know if it would have been faster, maybe slightly faster. Now, I'm pretty sure that there is a way to get inside that other hot spring area without doing this, but I couldn't find a video of it. I'm sure I have seen one before, but I couldn't find it when I searched. And everything that I thought would work, like doing a bombchu hover on top of it, and then pulling out the ocarina or whatever to just cancel it while you're over the ice or like over the hole, I thought that would have worked, and it didn't. I just kept taking damage and like being slightly off-center for the hole, so I just gave up, and I'm just going to go and get it this way. If I can figure out how to do it later on or find a video or whatever, I'll definitely show it off though. Or if I find out that it's not possible and that I'm just talking crap, I'll also point that out, just in case anyone still wonders. So yeah, kind of a shame that I have to do all this climbing again, but it's not really that long. I just dislike showing the same thing more than once in this game, but because there's just so much content that you can actually show off, so it's kind of a shame to be seeing the same thing a couple times, but that's alright. What's going to happen later in this video, I imagine we'll make up for it. So I'm going to head over to my grave, just open it at the back, and inside this is a bunch of hot spring water with an extremely long cutscene for some reason. What I mean by that is like there's a good few seconds here where you can't actually move or do anything. I don't know why it has to be that long, I guess because they were trying to emphasise the steam, but whatever, I've got this now, and this is on a timer. Obviously we're in the mountains, so you know, it's going to cool down after a little bit of time, but I'm going to do a small back walk here. I got a feeling these guys are going to try and talk to me. Yep, I knew it. Idiots. I should have just taken the damn mask off. But yeah, the friction in the snow is going to allow me to build up enough speed to get across this little pond down here. Because I can start the spikes before I get too far, which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm not really like pressed for time here. I know I'm going to make it before it expires. Just if you wanted to be safe, you could go over to this icicle over here. This is one I was talking about earlier that I wanted to try and glitch through but wasn't able to. You can melt that, and inside there is the other hot spring, but I don't have any use for what's in there right now. I will have some use for it later on, but for the moment I just need to melt this guy. But yeah, you might be wondering why I didn't just do this, like why I bothered to go and see the Goron baby. It's just that although you can melt him out and talk to him, like this part, where is it? This part here doesn't start unless you've already spoken to his son. So I'm going to be fast forwarding parts of this because he tries to teach you the Goron Lullaby and he doesn't remember all of it. So like he teaches you the first part of it like 5 times or something. So I'm just going to fast forward it. It's just the first 3 notes, but you got to play them twice. Okay, completely useless. Okay, so I'll fast forward this as well. Plays a little ocarina at a time, just got the fairy ocarina jingle there. Alright, and now I'm going to head back to where the sun was. And play that to him. And that's going to let me complete the song. I'm going to have to do this again, yes I am. Okay, so what this does is, well, you'll see what it does. It makes everyone go to sleep in here, and of course it stops his orb crying. Just get my ocarina out, and I'm going to need the Deku sticks as well. Okay. So if you just play the lullaby intro, he's going to teach you the rest of it. And it's amazing to me that the father couldn't remember the end of it, but whatever. And I'm going to fast forward this really long cutscene with the dad and the kid, and nobody cares, seriously, come on. Alright, so they're all falling asleep now, which makes my life a lot easier because I don't have to listen to this anymore. But what it also does is it turns these torches on behind me. So, before I actually do this next part, I'm just going to quickly explain what I'm hoping to achieve here. I should be able to do it, it's not really difficult, but I do want that pot, just on principle now I want to get it. So I'm going to light a torch here, and what I'm supposed to do is, you're supposed to come out here and like light these torches and run all the way down. You can see there's like torches all along the way, and there's some down at this little middle part as well. Once you do that, this thing up here with all the like the Goron face pots will start rotating, and inside one of the pots is the rock star line, which is part of a little side quest that I'm also going to be doing. And it feels like it's random when you're doing this normally because like you don't know which one that's in, they're all look the same and stuff like that, but it's actually in the same one every time. So I'm going to light the torches in a specific order, which is going to allow me to pretty much guarantee myself to hit the right one. Like by the time I get back up here, This will be the last torch I like activate, and I can like just roll back and roll up, and I know that the one I'm going to hit is going to be the right one. It's pretty easy to do, but it requires you to light the torches in a certain order. These guys have woken back up, so let's just light this. I'm going to light this left one here first, and what I'm going to do after that is just back walk off this yellow ramp, and he just falls down. So I can light the ones down here right away, which normally would be the ones that you leave till the very end. I'm just gonna... there's no rush for this, I'm only rolling to be quick so that my torch doesn't go out. I never lit that one. I guess you shouldn't roll when you're like right next to them because the flame might not touch the torch. Just gotta be a little bit careful with that. Okay, so as soon as I activate this, as soon as the cutscene's done playing, I'm gonna put on the Goron mask. If I could see where I was, that'd be very helpful. And I'm gonna roll just to where the carpet ends and turn around and roll right away in the other direction. Well, not to where like the back carpet ends. It's this one at the back here that's about to be at the front. And yeah, just like that, it's the rock sirloin. That is the only one of those pots that has this in it, so, you know, like I said, it's not random, it's always in the same one, but that's a little tip that you can use to make this section a lot less frustrating, because it is kind of annoying when you have to keep going all the way back up because you accidentally hit the wrong one. Alright, so unfortunately when you're carrying this you can't warp because it won't bring it with you, so I have to backwalk to my destination here. It doesn't really take that long, but it's kind of funny the animation that he has when he backwalks, like he's perfectly still but his little legs are going up and down. Alright, so I don't think I took the most optimal path there. I think it would have been faster to go to the left, but who literally cares? Okay, so you can skip all of this just by walking up this section here. Pretty much just paying attention to the map. Now you can see if you look at the map there's like a chest there. Actually, as a matter of fact, I could get it right now even though I've not like thawed out the Snowhead area yet. But and eventually that probably is how I'll get that chest, just to show it off because it is kind of cool. But what you want to do with the rock sirloin is there's a Goron all the way back here. You can see there's like a little island at the left side of the map, and that's where he is. And he's up there and he's too scared to come down or whatever, he's too hungry or too weak or something stupid like that. I mean the whole place is filled with rocks, isn't it? But anyway, just give him that one. And he like this, and yeah, he mentioned that it was from the Dongle's Cavern there, which it's kind of weird, like they don't usually reference places from Hyrule in this game, I've noticed. But whatever. Let's just get this mask, the Dongerel's mask. This is going to be useful for like one side quest later on. It's kind of an annoying one. I won't be doing it on this cycle most likely. But yeah, this is all I wanted to do in here for now. So what I'm going to do now is, I mean, I could go up here and get the Snowhead that way and play the lullaby and skip the, or like knock out the big Goron or whatever. Don't want to do that, that's pretty lame, so I'm going to set my cursor to Sora Hall, play the Song of Soarin'. This is going to take me to Zora Cape, which is where the entrance to the third dungeon is. I'm not going to the third dungeon, obviously, I'm going to head to the second dungeon. Now, why am I going to Zora Cape if I'm going to head to the second dungeon? It's because there's like this really cool glitch that you can do with the fairy fountain here. Or indeed with like any fairy fountain, but this one is the one that we're interested in for the moment. That's going to allow me to... Well, you'll see what it is. I don't really want to give away the ending. I want them on those buttons. It's just easier for me with what I'm about to do. Okay, so... Actually, I shouldn't have done that. I need the hook shot. Okay, well, whatever. I want to go over to this island first of all. One little cool technique that you can do with Sora Link when he's in water is if you take off the mask, go to a ledge that Link can't grab onto, and then face it and put it on. You'll actually be tall enough just briefly to grab it. So let me get my hook shot out. Obviously if I didn't have the hook shot I could just bomb shoot hover or whatever over here, but this is going to save me a bunch of explosives. Okay, so I'll put the bombs back on. So yeah, the fairy fountain for the Great Bay Area is over here. And what's really interesting about the fairy fountains in this game is that they're actually all on the same map, which means that if I was able to get out of bounds in here and go like far enough over to the right or far enough over to the left, I would actually reach an invisible version of another fairy fountain from a different area. For instance, Icana Canyon, or Snowhead, or Woodfall, or Clocktown, or whatever, right? And they're all on the same map, as I said, and it's like one straight line, kind of. I think it's slightly curved or whatever, but if I were to go all the way over there, it would take me to Icana Canyon. If I go all the way over here, it takes me to Snowhead, which is where I want to go, because it's going to put me on top of the hill at the top, like where the big Goron sits and like blows wind at you or whatever. So the first thing I want to do, just to save myself a few explosives, stand somewhere about here. It's not really that precise. I'm going to turn into first person mode, and I want to line up the bottom of the sword hilt with like that little part of the pillar there. You see what I mean? So I'm going to turn around 180 degrees, put down a bomb. It's important. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Jesus, the amount of lag that I'm causing here. Right, it's alright, it's not a big deal. I've got plenty of bombs to waste. So yeah, just going to line it up again. Bottom of the hill. Turn around. Put down a bomb. Go forward a little bit, put on the Zormash, and just hold down the Z button. And he'll grab on top of this. Now that saved quite a bit of like vertical movement that I had to do, so I'm just going to stand here and slash, so I'm not touching the control stick right now. If you do this, it won't actually fall off, so that allows you to get up as high as you can. I'm going to put the B button just there, you can see the left side of it is touching that one line. Turn around again, I'm going to get ISG off of this bomb. If you screw it up like I just did, just keep holding an R and he'll fall down like that and he won't go all the way down. Okay, so just get back into position. Oops, okay, sometimes he can fall off, it's really rare. But it's kind of good that I've shown that off as well, just so you know that it is like a risk, even though it is a fairly small one. Okay, let's just line it up again, turn around, put the bomb down, turn around again, put the mask on, hold in Z, and don't touch the control stick. And he just grabs on like that. Obviously I can't screw this up too many more times, I don't want to damage myself too much here. Just going to put the cursor there, turn around again. Okay, so I got ISG, I've now done a small bomb hover. What I want to do now is do a bomb chew hover, but there's like a couple frames where when you explode the bomb chew where there's like a little arrow above it, which means that you can target it with the Z button, so I'm going to try and do that once it explodes. Okay, so I got it. This allows me to like move Link around and stuff. Like this, and he just like, what I'm doing here is if you hold too far left, he starts doing this, but if you hold just a little bit left, he does that, and if you let go of it, he sort of slowly rotates round. While he's rotating round, you can move him to any direction, and when you let go of it, he rotates all the way around. So I'm going to do a couple more bomb chew hovers here. Okay, so this is as high as I need to get, so I'm going to do that thing I mentioned, and hold left, and hold in Z so that it changes. Now I'm going to do 8 hovers backwards, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and backflip. And look at that, I'm now in an invisible area. You can see the background colour is changing. This is actually the Snowhead Fairy Fountain. So when I exit out this invisible door over here, it's going to take me to the top of Snowhead. So that's going to let me skip having to actually play the lullaby. I mean, I did need to get it for 100%, I do need it for some other side quests, but for the moment I can head out. Now it's important that you exit this area with full speed, so I'm just going to backwalk out. I'm going to start pause buffering right away here. Link is already facing the screen, that's because I was holding down when I started pause buffering, so what I want to do is hold in C left for the bomb, and R so that it will shield drop it, and as soon as he does that I need to like basically pause buffer every frame. Okay, so I'm just buffering, I'm just holding in R now. What I want to look for is the frame where he has the shield in front of his face, so it's probably going to be 1 or 2 more. Yeah, this is kind of a holdover from my Ocarina of Time playthrough. I am not good at pause buffering. It doesn't matter what format the game's on, whether it's emulator or console or virtual console. It's just something that I am really bad at. And we could be here a while because of it. Okay, so I think I might have been too late there. I have a feeling that this is actually advanced 2 frames, so I'm going to press B. And now I'm looking for the frame. I'm still holding R, I'm looking for the frame where his shield is in front of his face again. Should be like 2 or 3 more. Okay, 1 more. Okay, so on this frame I'm going to let go of R and just hold in A. And he picked up the bomb. Okay, so I'm holding in Z and R. It's important that you hold in both of them so that he doesn't get knocked off. As you can see, the big Goron is blowing his wind at me, but it's not knocking me off because I've got ISG. And that's going to be the key to this. I could have blown that up there, but I'm going to blow it up when I actually get further up. So you want to just kind of get stuck against the edge like this. And you're heading for this corner over here, this little thing here, because if you go any further, when he blows you, it just sends you back here. So this is as far as you can get. What I want to do is get in there and activate C-up mode just before he starts to blow at me. So I'm going to turn the cursor around. I'm not going to alter it vertically, just horizontally. And I want the top left of the R button, not the R button, sorry, the R and the word return on the blue button to be kind of roughly on the edge of that slope. You can see what I mean. The slope is like kind of between the green and the blue button. So I'm going to commit a first person mode, pivot 180 degrees, and this is where it gets really annoying. I'm probably going to screw this up, it is a hard trick to do. You can hear that he's blowing. I want to wait just a tiny bit of time after he starts one of his blows, and then I want to pull out a bomb, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm looking for the third flash, and I'm going to buffer until the second blue frame of this flash. And I am really, really bad at this. That's still not blue, I don't think. Like, if you go past this, it's pretty hard to recover from it. Okay, I went 2 frames there, so I'm pretty sure this is the second one. So what I'm going to do is unbuffer, and I'm going to hold down Z, R, and A to backflip, and I'm going to continue holding down R and Z until about this frame where you can see like his shield is kind of pointing towards the screen. I think I went an extra frame there, but it's not really going to be too much of a deal, I don't think. So I'm going to wait until... I'm now holding up on the control stick as well. I'm going to wait until Link is touching the snow with his feet. I'm really, really bad at this, but this is the last pause buffer that I'm going to have to do for now, so... It's not nearly as frequent in Majora's Mask as it is in Ocarina of Time, but it should be like 2 more frames. 1 more frame now. Okay, so in this one I'm going to unpause, I'm going to keep holding up, I'm going to keep holding R, and this time I'm going to add A to it. And as soon as he starts rolling, I'm going to mash and hope that I get a super slide. Nope, I didn't, I got a ground jump. Well, that sucks. Alright, okay, I'm going to have to edit this out then. Okay, so I'm back on the right frame. I'm just going to buffer until Link's feet touch the ground again. I'm still holding in Z and R. Couple more frames. 1 more frame. I really hate doing this, because I can just never seem to do it, and I'm always scared that if I leave it too long, it's just gonna... Okay, I was gonna say it's gonna like go too many frames, but I think I got it there, so I'm gonna buffer A and up. I got the super slide, cool, so as you can see I'm fighting the wind. I'm stuck behind here now. Okay, I'm over here, so I'm gonna run behind this thing like this. Okay, and this is the safe spot. He's not gonna be able to blow me off anymore, so what I want to do here, after he stops doing it this time, grab onto this, do not climb up yet. I'm just gonna wait another cycle. You want to wait until like he's halfway through the breath. Like there maybe, then get ISG really quickly up here. Just hold in R and Z again so that you don't knock yourself off. And now I can just do the same kind of thing. I can just run up this without risk of being blown off, which is excellent. That was a bit of luck there, getting past that. If these snowballs that are like coming down get in your road, if they're scaring you, just throw a bomb shoe at them. But remember, you can't use A to press it down or you'll lose ISG. If you're using R to drop it, you need to also be holding Z, otherwise, yeah, again, you'll lose ISG, which we don't want. Look at that speed. We're almost at the top now. So, the way to tackle this part here is to get... The way I like to do it anyway is to get as far up as you can, just let them blow you back, and you want to head up as soon as it lets you, and get around onto this little bit here, which I failed to do. Because he won't blow you back for here, as you can see. Well, okay, I was too close to the edge, but if you're further in like that, I just can't get it. I don't know why I can't get it. I'm just really, really bad at this today. But yeah. See, as you can see, there's like different timing between his breaths as well. Sometimes he'll be really fast with them, other times he'll have long gaps. No idea what determines that, but yeah, I'm stuck here now, so I can just side hop in when he stops. And that is how you get into Snowhead Temple without playing the Goron's Lullaby, which means I could have skipped getting it entirely, but like I said, I do need it for a side quest later on, I think, and I do need to get it just for 100% completion anyway, but it's there, and I didn't use it, so that's cool. In the next video I'm going to take on this temple. I might do the whole thing in it, I'm not sure how long it's going to be, I can't remember, but yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.